Now, game developers have a very unenviable job, as creating good games is nowhere near as fun as it seems. The amount of blood, sweat and tears that go into making even a small indie title is more than most could handle, and as such, it's utterly inspiring when devs bring a level of detail to productions that no one even asked for. And that's what we're here to talk about today. As I'm Jules, this is WhatCulture.com, and these are 10 incredibly accurate video game details. Number 10. Thermal sights don't work whilst looking through a window. Call of Duty Warzone. Call of Duty is a franchise known for its tight-shooting, fun campaigns, as long as you ignore early Modern Warfare 3 remaster reviews, yikes, and its ability to make kids think that they could handle a real battlefield. Spoiler alert, you will die very quickly. Just saying. One way the franchise achieves its high level of immersion is through the attention to detail put into its weapon arsenal. COD Modern Warfare Warzone has a shining example of this, as one gun attachment displays a realistic detail that many weren't actually aware of. In the game, you can use a thermal hybrid scope to help pick off enemies with heat imaging. However, if you try to look through a window, you'll notice the sight is completely gone. Is this some sort of bug? Well, no, actually, it's an accurate representation of thermal sights. Heat imaging is an impressive technology, but it doesn't work through glass. Including this in the game was a clever way to keep things real and teach players about the limitations of modern weaponry. Number 9. The toilet seat. Prey. Okay then, lads, it's time to talk toilets. Now, there's an age-old debate regarding toilet seats that has raged since the Stone Age, or at least since modern toilets became widespread. Seat up or seat down. Those who pee standing and those who sit have vastly different views on the matter, often leading to frustration, arguments, and even breakups. But weirdly, the video game Prey takes this long-lasting discussion into account, as your choice of avatar has an impact on whether your seat is up or down. The game allows you to play as either a male or female version of the protagonist, with your choice having a minor impact on the environment. If you pick the female option, the toilet seat in your apartment will be down, but if you pick the male one, it will be left up. This is a detail that hardly anybody will put some serious thought into, but still, it adds an amusing tidbit for those who find it. Number 8. Melting ice cubes. Metal Gear Solid 2. Seeing ice melt will hardly set anyone's brain alight in real life. I mean, sure, it's more interesting than watching paint dry, but not by a large margin. However, ice melting at a realistic speed in a video game was oddly fascinating, and MGS2 gives you just that. This PlayStation 2 classic is known for its immense attention to detail. The legendary Hideo Kojima added in plenty of environmental effects into this seminal sequel to help make it feel more alive, and one such detail included a bar, patience, and an ice bucket. During the game's first mission, you'll stumble across a fully stocked bar with an ice bucket standing stationary. Shooting this bucket will cause ice to spread across the bar, with the cubes becoming smaller and smaller the more you wait. It takes several minutes for the ice to melt completely, but you can watch the whole process if you are so inclined. Thank you, Hideo Kojima, for this needless but incredibly realistic detail that nobody noticed or asked for. Number 7. Jewish NPCs don't appear on the Sabbath. Marvel's Spider-Man. A good superhero game needs solid NPCs. You won't feel like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if you don't have a friendly neighborhood to save, right? Well, thankfully, Insomniac nailed this in their version of New York City, with this clever inclusion signifying just how much thought went into it. Now, within the melting pot that is New York City are many folks of different walks of life, a few of which come from Orthodox Judaism. These Jewish NPCs appear throughout the open world. However, there is a certain day where searching for them will actually prove futile. Saturdays, or the Sabbath, play an important role in the Jewish faith as a day of rest. As such, practicing members will stay home on this holy day, and this extends to this game, as you won't find any Jewish NPCs about in New York City whenever you play on a Saturday. This incredible display of authenticity was easy to miss, so much so that a dev had to reveal it to players via Twitter. It's a great yet subtle way to make New York feel alive. Number 6. You can get caught by speed cameras. Crysis 2. If you were told to put on a nanosuit and shoot your way through an urban jungle, then minding the speed limit will probably be the last thing on your mind. I mean, why on earth would you even think about such trivialities when you've got the power of an elite soldier? However, just because you're the hero doesn't mean that you're above the law, and Crysis 2 lovingly brought you back to that reality with this tiny yet pretty accurate detail. When sprinting down certain roads and highways in the second Crysis game, you might notice a quick flash and beeping sound. Far from being a flash grenade, this is actually a speed camera clocking your excessive momentum and calling you out for breaking the speed limit. Naughty, naughty. Of course, you won't end up getting a citation or going to court for breaking the rules in this broken world, but still, it's an incredible detail and a clever way to highlight the immense power of the Crynet Nanosuit 2, and gives you a little giggle at the game's surprising accuracy. Number 5. Possums play dead. Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar's seminal Red Dead Redemption 2 could fill every spot on this list without breaking a sweat, as it has intricacies and absurd attentions to detail all across the board. And unsurprisingly, the open world's wildlife is no exception. There are hundreds upon hundreds of creatures in this game, one of which being the humble opossum. While they're not as noticeable as bears or horses, the devs still saw fit to recreate their real-life habits in the game with incredible accuracy. If you spook one of these marsupials, they won't respond by attacking or running away, but by playing possum and appearing dead. Opossums are known to do this in real life, as apparent death is an involuntary reaction that they can have when threatened. Contrary to the popular belief, these creatures aren't putting on Oscar-worthy performances. Instead, they enter a catatonic state as a response to stress, also known as thanatosis. Either way, the fact that this game took this into account is yet another example of Red Dead Redemption 2's sheer brilliance. Number 4. Triggering hand dryers. Payday 2. Now here's a serious question. Have you ever thought about the tactical implications of setting off a hand dryer in a video game? Probably not, right? But realistically, if you're trying to sneak about in a bathroom, you would need to. And that's where Payday 2 steps in. Part of the thrill of this multiplayer heist game is stealthily casing a joint before launching your attack. However, things do not always go to plan, as there are many ways to alert the guards. During the Framing Frame mission in Payday 2, you can enter through a door that takes you into a bathroom. But if you crouch under the automatic hand dryers adjacent on the exit, you will trigger them, alerting the guards who come in to ruin your plans. Now, hand dryers are usually innocuous details in video game environments. Still, that is not the case in real life, as they can be damn loud when set off. And this incredible accuracy adds another spice to your stealth life, as potential sabotage or as a great tool to distract an enemy. Number 3. Realistic light pollution. GTA 5. Have you ever wondered why the night sky looks so much brighter, clearer, and simply put better when you're not in a big city? Well, you've got light pollution to thank for that. This frustrating phenomenon is the result of excessive use of artificial outdoor light at night. In essence, when you whack on street lamps and other outdoor lights, the stars in the night sky are obscured as a result. Rockstar, ever the champions of bringing accurate details into their games, took note of this and implemented a realistic light pollution mechanic into GTA 5's open world. You see, when you look up at the stars within the city of Los Santos, you're barely able to make any out. However, if you venture into the less populated, more natural areas of the map, you'll get a far better view of all those pretty lights. It's safe to say that plenty of players will overlook this detail, as they're far too busy stealing cars and killing people to appreciate the sky. Still, its inclusion speaks to Rockstar's impeccable attention to detail. Number 2. Accurate Islamic prayer. Assassin's Creed Mirage. The Assassin's Creed franchise has long been a bastion of historically accurate gaming. Sure, the sci-fi stuff is about as realistic as the Easter Bunny, but all the history stuff is top-notch. So none of you will actually be surprised to learn that Mirage has some astonishingly accurate features. Now, this game brings the Islamic Golden Age to life through the open-world rendition of Baghdad. One specific area of focus is the importance of Islamic prayer, which this game tackles masterfully. The first point of accuracy is the inclusion of Adhan, the Islamic call to prayer. You'll hear it once during a game day, as opposed to the 5 times that it occurs in real life, and the sound design fully encapsulates this daily part of Muslim life. On top of that, the NPCs have incredibly accurate praying animations, as they perform all the key movements required. They also face towards the direction of the Kaaba in Mecca, which is an essential part of the ritual. Overall, this focus on accurate cultural fixtures brings authenticity to the forefront of Assassin's Creed Mirage. And number 1, Hitler's missing testicle, the Sniper Elite series. Hitler, he only has one ball. The truth behind the urban legend that Hitler lacked a second testicle is definitely the subject of much debate. Still, there are many records, including a medical exam reported by The Guardian, pointing to its validity. Now, how does this play into video games? Well, the Sniper Elite series decided to render this historical tidbit in gruesome detail. Ouch. This shooter series depicts your kills in all their gory glory via an X-ray kill cam that was introduced in Sniper Elite V2. Shoot somebody through the heart and you'll see it rupture, knock them with a headshot and you'll watch their brain explode, tag them in the testicle and, well, you get this. If you go for an infamous testicle shot on the dreaded Hitler, you'll notice the X-ray only shows one. So there you have it. Sniper Elite made sure the historical accuracy was at the forefront of shooting this ruthless dictator in the nuts. Whoever had the weird as hell job of animating Hitler's exploding ball definitely needs a pay rise. And there we go, my friends. Those were 10 incredibly accurate video game details. I hope that you enjoyed that, and please let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. As always, I've been Jules. You can go follow me over on Instagram and Twitter, where it's at RetroJ, but the O is a 0, or you can swing by the FGS Future Game Show YouTube channel, where I'm doing all of my gaming content going forward. Hope to see you over there. And I also hope that you're taking care of yourself, because you are a massive ledge and you deserve the bloody best, alright? Big love to you. As always, I've been Jules. You have been awesome. Never forget that, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.